Okay, okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. Sorry for the delay, guys. Here we go, friends. This is officially part 4 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. It'll be part 4 of 5. My audio is being weird. One sec. There we go. So yeah, we will do the first 2 parts of episode 4 today, and we'll do part 3 and 4 tomorrow and finish the game. Load. Hopefully my reading skills have not diminished. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Oh, remember this. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? We got a sweet fucking ninja with like 4 nipples. There's a lot going on here. I remember this. We watched this last time. Sweet fucking man thong, dude. Sweet banana hammock. Hell yeah. Absolutely. The winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me. Power Rangers, yeah, these Power Rangers we have at home. Whoa, the true hero of the night has appeared in our midst. Hey, stuff was up. It looks like this year's Grand Prix goes to this fantastic warrior. The Nickel Samurai. Too bad, Jammin' Ninja. Looks like the title eluded you again this year. Am I centered? I'm centered in frame, right? Should be good? Maybe like... no, this is good. This is good. March 20th. Oh, dude, 3:20? Let's go! Just Blaze, 7:42 p.m. Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Alright, yes, did you hear that, Nick? Did you? The Nickel Samurai, he did it! Yeah, he sure did. Getting too old for this. Too old for this stuff. And it's willpower from the first game. Hell yeah, dude. I'm proud of the guy for doing the series justice. So the person everyone was cheering for, I guess he got the prize? Yep. You know who we're talking about, right, Pearly? The Nickel Samurai. No, every Sunday I only watch the Education Channel's Kids Masterpiece Theater. Okay, that's it. From now on, it's the Nickel Samurai. All the kids watch it. You like the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick? Nah, Nick's an old fart, so he's not allowed to watch it anymore. That's right, but I do like Kids Masterpiece Theater. Yeah, I didn't know you were so young at heart, Nick. Mr. Nick, you're a grown-up. You're not allowed to watch it anymore. You're supposed to be actor age and have interests that match. It's very important. Give it a rest, Pearly. Looks like I made the right choice in inviting everyone here. This is a nice place. A really grand hall. A lot of gold. They really went all in on the gold accents, huh? I'm glad you're all having a good time. It's like a dream. Yes, my grown-up interests are mortgages. Yeah, dude, annuity, taxes, hemorrhoids. What else do adults talk about? Lawns. Last year he lost to the Pink Princess, the warrior of Little Old Tokyo. I thought this might be his year. Yep. Oh hey, did anyone else think that the Jammin' Ninja looked a bit different today? Different? What do you mean? Well, he wasn't carrying his bright red guitar. Hey, you're right. Strange he'd walk around without his signature guitar. I will never understand these people and their shows. Anyway, Mr. Powers, thank you. Yeah, Phoenix is a normie. He doesn't fit in here. Anyway, Mr. Powers, thank you very much for tonight. Oh, it was nothing. I owe you one, so it's just my way of saying thanks. Hey, Nick, come on. It's time to get going to the lobby. There's a post-ceremony stage show that's supposed to start real soon. What, Lacey? Adults don't talk about hemorrhoids? My bad. Sorry. And then I heard there's going to be a press conference after that. Press conference? Is he going to make a speech about winning this year's prize? Well, not exactly. Something about the Nickel Samurai confessing something. Confessing? That's pretty serious. He's like, yeah, I'm actually made of tin. I've lied to you all this time. I've lied to you. I'm a different metal. Oh, Nick, come on. You don't want us to be the last ones there, do you? Yeah, Mr. Nick, do you? Why me? The show doesn't even start for another 20 minutes. Thank you very much for inviting us today. It was nothing, really. Guys like us don't get to come to a place like this often, so I thought I'd invite you all. Hey, Mr. Powers, what have you been up to lately? Well, since the Pink Princess successfully wrapped up last month, I've been on a kids' exercise show, while wearing a rabbit mask over my face. Alright. Alright. Oh, I see. I'm still really sorry about all the headache I caused you that time, Mr. Wright. Ah well, what's done is done, so let's forget about it. This is Will Powers. He's an action star. His popularity exploded when he was the Steel Samurai. He was the first case Maya worked on with me. It's too bad you look scary or people know you're a real softie who's good with kids. Thanks. I can't believe they're going to make a movie based on the Nickel Samurai. I can't believe it either, but for a different reason. The Steel Samurai, an epic story of one hero and a desperate fight against his arch nemesis, the evil magistrate, in the city of Niwa Old Tokyo. And last year they started a new series, the Nickel Samurai. The new series seems to be a hit with the kids too. I'm really attached to the Steel Samurai as a show, so I was hoping that maybe I'd get the chance to do something in this new one. Yeah, it's too bad. It'd been awesome to see you with a new actor, Matt Engard. Or Matt Ungard? Super popular right now. Mr. Ungard. This year it's gonna be the Nickel Samurai versus the Jamma Ninja at the box office. Jamma Ninja? Who's that again? I'm really digging his music. Who is this Jamma Ninja again? He's a hero, duh. He's symbol of the bright red guitar he's always carrying. A ninja who is always carrying around a bright red guitar? How does that even work? Oh! Okay! Interesting. So he's a ninja, but he's also a hippie? Okay. With a scarf around his neck and a guitar in hand, he rises to stardom in an ancient time. A ninja who becomes a star? Yeah, a ninja becomes a star. There's a strong rivalry between the two of them. Global Studios, Nickel Samurai, and Worldwide Studios, Jamma Ninja. They even air at the same time. You know what I heard? I heard those two don't get along at all. The Nickel Samurai's Engard, and the guy who plays the Jamma Ninja, I mean. Oh yeah, I guess it's Matt Engard. He's French. I guess even the world of heroes isn't a sparkling, happy place. Oh, dude, look at this sweet spread, bro. We got some what do we got here? We got Jello, we got chicken, sake, more chicken. What looks to be like sausages, maybe a fish. We got lobster, dude. This is we got weenies, dude. Yo, mini weenies. The glizzy, bro. What else we got here? What looks like ham right here, maybe. What can I say? This is a really high-class hotel. I've never eaten this kind of salad before. Poor Pearls haven't eaten only vegetables all her life. She's been missing out. Don't worry, any leftovers belong in my happily awaiting stomach anyway. You're such a glutton, Maya. I lose this one to Maya. You sure can eat. Oh, growing girl needs her nutrients. Alright. Anything? What do we got here? Just a photo of the samurai. The freaking thing, the Magatama. Okay. To the hallway. March 20th, Gatewater Hotel hallway. Oh, what is with this place? Looks like I've stumbled onto Oz or something. Way in the back, there's a sign for the bathroom. Maybe I should visit it while I can before the show starts. Ah, dude, fucking pregame shit? I'm all about it. I'm all about it, bro. Let me poop. Let me poop. Ah, no poop. Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, these are much more gorgeous. Let's see. Record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. Okay. Oops. Wait. Am I supposed to keep going, or? Mr. Engard, from the Global Studio staff. It'd be nice if Lori's got flowers too. Something like, to Mr. Wright, from all your grateful clients. The piece of paper taped to the door that says Juan Carita's room. Juan Carita. His name just sounds like a star's name. Heard it before, but I don't know anything about him at all. What am I missing here? Just go back? Oh, okay. Sounds like the post-ceremony show is about to start. Alright, I'm so pumped. Wonder if he's gonna show off his special move today. Nickel Samurai Smelting. I mean, listen, whoever's smelting, delting, am I right? Actually, what I'm interested in most is the press conference. You mean the big confession the Nickel Samurai is gonna make after the show? What is it? Don't you know what it is? Don't you know what it's about, Mr. Powers? Well, I'm not the Steel Samurai anymore, so I don't have any idea. Bleh. So I guess you're all going to the press conference then. Yeah, of course. If that's the case, then here, take these tickets so you can get in. Press conference ticket. Seems like the Nickel Samurai is going to confess something after the post-ceremony stage show. Thank you very much. Well, let's get going to the lobby. Looks like it's over this way, Mr. Nick. Okay, for great justice. Hallway any different? Doesn't look like. Only a really gaudy hotel would have such a large gaudy lobby to match. I think they're gonna have the post-ceremony show over there. They're using a compact stage, I see. Well, I'm all ready to use my special samurai power. Okay. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The Nickel Samurai's post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances. What? Why? Oh, you didn't have to pinch me. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it. We're asking for everyone's cooperation at this time. So please stay where you are. This is a special request from the police! So I'm assuming bro got smoked? Man got murdered, probably? Police? Did they say the police? You want me to go check out what's going on? Oh wait, I'll come with you. Freeze! You two, didn't you hear the announcement just now? They just finished telling you not to move. That voice. I've heard that voice something before. Is it the homie Dick? Is it the homie Dick? Oh, never mind. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what it is? It's that fucking stupid ass old lady security guard from the first game. The one who was working at the movie studio. Honestly, youth these days can't be bothered to listen to other people when they talk. Just the other day, it was the same thing. There was a small foot. Okay. Alright. I can't read that fast, bro. This non-stop chatter. Can't be. Miss Oldbag? It is! What is it, you young whippersnappers? Do I know you? Wait, you! You're Powers, aren't you? Yeah, about what happened back then. You didn't even get nominated this year, did you? Oh, that's right. You're doing that children's exercise program trying to play nice. Ah, yeah, that's me. Thankfully, I still have a job. I love that show, and you're a hoot. You're the Big Brother character, right? Yes, even with your face covered by a mask, I know. They really went all in on this game when characters just ramble non-stop, eh? What are you doing here? Look at my uniform and tell me you can't tell I'm a member of security. That outfit. Annoying, noisy brats get the blaster. Oh, Jesus. Ah, dude. He's got a gun. This old bag, what are you doing here? What happened to your position at Global Studios? Oh, that old place? Well, since that incident, they've been letting people go. When they cut the security team, I got the pink slip. What incident? What did you do? I didn't do anything, you youngin'. Don't you remember? That incident a year ago, when this lady got on the witness stand and testified. And you, weren't you the one who was bullying me, this fragile girl at heart? I plead the fifth. You know, I think maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying. Yes, that has to be it. Everything is all your fault. Me? I thought about being a bodyguard at first after being handed old Pinky. You, a bodyguard? For your friend, that fiery, good-looking guy with the red jacket and the ruffles. Mr. Edgeworth. But that sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me. That's what he said to me. But what did I ever do to deserve that? So anyway, I started blasting. So did something happen? I don't have all the details. It looks like another one of those incidents happened again. Was she married before? I feel like they're making it a point to show the ring. An incident, like a murder kind of happened incident? Maybe. You seem a bit of a devilish woman. Wherever I go, showers of blood sure to follow. Bet you didn't know that. And shouldn't you quit being a security guard, at least for other people's sake? Silence, whippersnapper. Hey, Nick. What is it? I don't like that devilish smile playing on your lips. Let's make like we're going to the bathroom and check things out. No, wait, the police told us not to go anywhere, remember? Huh? How boring. Such a boring guy. You've got no innovation, no spirit. Damn. Fucking first, the game wouldn't let me poo. And now this bitch is telling me I don't have that dog in me. There's just, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. What's going on? Are you giving Mystic Maya trouble again, Mr. Nick? You too, Pearls. Please don't stick your little nose in this one. So listen to this, Pearly. This one time at lawyer camp, Nick... Okay, I get it. Let's go take a look. You'd walk over miles of hot coals for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you, Mr. Nick? That would be every time we work a case together. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go already. You can come along too, Pearly. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Are you looking for the incident that the old lady was talking about? Doesn't look like it happened here. Well, we better go look somewhere else. Alright, then let's try... Excuse me. Oh! Oh! Hey, man. What happened to your face? Is that... Should I not ask that? There's a lot... Dude, he has a fucking... Somebody cut his face in half. Also, his monocle next to his earring. I've never seen that in my life. Is that a thing? You just... Doesn't it usually connect to, like, your coat or something? It's an earring. That's wild. He also has a sweet chicken. Are you by chance Miss Maya Fey? Yeah, that's me. You have a phone call waiting for you at the front desk. Call? I wonder if it's someone from Crane Village. He's a Scooby-Doo villain. What's wrong, Mystic Maya? He's actually Edgeworth under a mask. Oh, nothing. You guys go on ahead and I'll be right there, okay? Okay. Right this way, Miss Faye. Let's go look somewhere else now, Mr. Nick. I told you! I get people the info they want, which means that I've got a right to know. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. We're still investigating, so you can't go in. What's your problem? Just you wait. It'll be all over the morning paper. Scruffy detective's secret scandal revealed. You'll see. I'll get you back. Those two sound pretty serious. That southern accent can only mean... Hey, Wright! It's Lotta. Come on, do a Gallifrey and tell this cop I'm just doing my job and I've got rights. And it's Dick. Lot of Dick. Hell yeah, dude. Lot of Dick. My favorite. You keep accidentally trying to use Yakuza flight controls? Well, yeah, those are the best controls. That just means you should play that game instead. Detective Gumshoe. Cloud just isn't Kiryu. Correct. Cloud will never be Kiryu. Cloud ain't even Akiyama. Let's not get carried away here. Hey, pal, help a guy out. Tell her that only the police are allowed here. It's the scene of a murder. They should leave this to the pros. A murder? Aw, shoot, me and my big mouth. See, I knew it. My gut instinct told me so. I always trust my gut. A murder, it said. And that's what it is. A genuine murder. Hey, wait. Yeehaw, a murder of a big star, no less. Oh, man, I'm in trouble now. So, Detective Gumshoe, a murder? No, that's not it. I got my facts mixed up. Yeah? He's like, yeah, what's the... He just means he saw a bunch of crows, right? A murder of crows. I got my facts mixed up for a second there, pal. Mr. Nick, is the dead person on the Nickel Samurai? Huh? Why do you ask? Well, Mystic Maya was rooting for him, so... It wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Actually, the Nickel Samurai is the one under suspicion of doing the bumping off. What? The guy that died was this hero named the Jammin Ninja, pal. Jammin Ninja. That woman with the big puffy hair that looks like cotton candy. You mean Lotta? That woman, she was there that time too, right? The Mystic Maya did channeling. Oh, that time. Well, Lotta's a journalist, so that's why she was there. Journalist? Looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened. Hanging around? Yeah, hiding and waiting for the Jamming Ninja's door, pal. But why would she... Wouldn't tell me, pal. Just said something about getting my big scoop. The victim was the Jammin Ninja? Mr. Jammin Ninja? He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai. Oh. Oh, quite a lot of hair. The victim was the action star Juan Carita. He got a huge push and rode the express train to stardom. I mean, even I know who he is. But I heard lately that Matt Ungard has been taking the wind out of his sail. Telling you, pal, as far as who's popular, those two are hogging all the limelight. Guess there's no space for Mr. Powers at all, huh? Poor guy. Mr. Ungard. That's the Nickel Samurai, right? Yep, I mean, no, you've got to say it with more oomph. The Nickel Samurai! Anyway, so now that Juan Carita's gone, that means Mr. Ungard has the whole stage to himself, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't bet on it, pal. We can't have that happen, you know? Hey, you want to see a picture? Nope. You want to see this, bro? Nope. Where'd it go? Dude, I'm a lawyer. Did you know that? No? The piece of paper taped the door that says Matt Ungard's room. What am I doing here? Let's see. The victim, a young star who played the Jammin' Ninja, was on bad terms with Ungard. Well, he's a lot of... Oh, man. His bang... Dude, think about how long his bang is. It goes all the way... It covers his entire face. That's wild. They're also both very young, damn. Not for the young actor who plays the Nickel Samurai, his rival the Jammin' Ninja. Would you want to know about this guy? I'm not a real fan of action shots or anything, but I know who Juan Carita and Matt Ungard are. Can't talk about one without talking to the other, I guess. They even debuted around the same time. They have this real fiery rivalry with each other. Kind of like you and me, pal. What about this guy? The Nickel Samurai. He really took the Grand Prix tonight. Maya's a big fan of his. Really? Oh, I'm sorry then. Are you sorry? Matt, Ungard was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Carita. What? Why was Mr. Ungard arrested? Sorry, pal, but that's not something I can tell you. We just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks. Looks like yet another Steel Samurai hero is in hot water. Mr. Nick, if Mr. Maya knew about this. Yeah, I know. She'd make me take the case. I know. You know about this old lady, dude? Nope. Someone here still? Anyone in the lobby again? Oh. Hey, so what's going on, Mr. Wright? Looks like Juan Carita has been killed. What? Looks like he was murdered and the suspect was arrested. A suspect is Mr. Matt Ungard. You're joking, right? Oh, they arrested the Nickel Samurai on suspicion of murdering the Jammin' Ninja. Ooh, not again. I feel sick. About a year ago, something like just like this happened. I still can't believe. No way, Matt would. Mr. Power's got in his hand. Oh, dude, he has a walkie-talkie. Roger, Roger. Ringo. Ronald. Oh, before I forget, this is for you, Mr. Wright. I got this from the bellboy that came by earlier. Radio transceiver, originally from the bellboy, it can transmit and receive signals over great distances. Me? But why? I don't know. All he said was for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney. Please. Ace attorney. Come on, dude. Matt is the most energetic and active actor out there right now. The Nickel Samurai really sealed his place as a pop idol, but kept adding fuel to the fire of his rivalry with Juan anyway. Mr. Juan, he's the Jammin' Ninja, right? Those two would butt heads over everything they could think of. But I'd say that Matt was the one who almost always came out on top. I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting heads like a ram. One said he's take Matt on this time too, so he joined a rival TV show. And that was the Jamming Ninja. Stylish Nickel Samurai and the Birding Jamming Ninja. Well, things turned messy real fast with those two using their shows for their war. The final tally, look around, it's pretty obvious how things ended up. Mr. Ungard was going to hold a press conference, wasn't he? That's what I heard. Well, if you wanted to get technical about it, it was the Nickel Samurai's conference. The Nickel Samurais? Oh, sorry, the Nickel Samurais? He's still supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way. Where is Maya? Well... Alright, Steph, see you later. What is it, Mr. Nick? Huh? I'm not sure. Coming from this transceiver. Yes, hello. Right here. This is Mr. Phoenix, right? The attorney? You are? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with, such as... Oh man, Maya got fucking psych napped, bro? God damn it. Well, Mr. Wright, wouldn't you agree that the more important issue is the fate of the girl? Maya, where are you? Are you hurt? Come now. Don't fall apart on me yet. Now that I have your attention, Mr. Attorney, I have a modest proposal for you. If you do what I require, then I will return you your valuable item unharmed. What is this called, your fancy lawyer terms again? Kidnapping for ransom. Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping. Well, fuck. Well, shit. How much? How much do you want? Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a good grasp of the situation. Hurry up and state your condition, then return Maya. Money is not what I seek. What I want is a certain verdict. I would like a complete acquittal. Complete acquittal? What in the world have you done to need? I'm not the person you will be representing. What? You're currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? And I know that a murder has just taken place. Juan Carino was killed and the suspect is Matt Ungard. You are, as expected, quite on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, what I want is very simple. I want you to obtain a complete acquittal for Matt Ungard. He did not kill anyone, I can attest that. However, someone is framing him for the murder. Very smart, someone who is setting him up to take the fall. If I agree and do what he wants, can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain? You are, of course, at liberty to take me at my word or not. However, there is one thing you can take as fact. Right now, your very precious item is with me in my possession. You have 2 days. Of course, tonight he will be in questioning with the police. The trial is in 2 days. At the trial, you will win a not guilty verdict. Remember, you only have one chance. One chance, Mr. Attorney. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down. Oh, yes, that's right. Now that I'm playing the role of the kidnapper, I can't pass up this chance to say, and don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea. Oh, who are you, bro? My name is... The Killer. Oh, hold on. Bro's name is The Killer. Is his first name was The Killer? Like, I wonder if this guy, like, it'd be wild if this guy committed the murder and framed the other actor guy and wants me to like unweave his plans. Mr. Nick, where is Mystic Maya? He's been kidnapped. Mr. Wright, I think we should tell the police what's going on. Can't do that. If we do, who knows what'll happen to Maya. Mr. Nick, what about the detective we saw earlier? Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, that's it. Wait here, I'll be right back. Alright, I'll take care of Pearl while you're away. What? Ransom? The ransom is complete acquittal from Mr. Matt Ungard. Wait, the deal is complete acquittal in exchange for Maya, you mean? And this means Matt Ungard is obviously the killer, pal, no doubt about it. The guy said that Mr. Ungard is innocent. You really believe what a kidnapper tells you, pal? I guess he has a point. If Ungard really is innocent, then why the kidnapping? On top of everything else, there's also all this evidence we keep finding. Huh? The forensics team is having a field day back there. It's strange. There's so much evidence that it feels like something's wrong. There's too much evidence. Is that possible? Actually, didn't the kidnapper say something about Unguard being set up? Anyway, looks like you won't be leaving here tonight, pal. Sit tight and cooperate with the investigation. Tomorrow you can start yours. You're also gotta be careful about pushing the kidnapper the wrong way. The wild start to the chapter. Date? Huh? Time? Huh? Location? Huh? Oh man, don't show me her. Oh Jesus, dude. Where am I? I wonder if I'm still in that hotel. What happened to me? Oh, dude, it was the butler. I mean, the bellboy. Listen, you can't trust the guy with the fucking monocle earring and half a face, right? See, you have awoken. Lacey was right. He is the Scooby-Doo villain. I am known as the Killer. The Killer? You mean like an assassin? Don't worry, you are not my target for now, anyway. That's right. Only one person can save you. Ruh-roh. Only one person can save you now, and that is Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? Nick's gonna save me? Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction. I'm going to contact him now. I hope you'll cooperate and play your assigned role well. March 21st, 8:11 a.m. Wright and Cola offices. Good morning. Morning, Pearls. Mr. Nick, come on, let's hurry and go see Mr. Engard. We have to wait a bit, Pearls. Visiting hours don't start till 9 a.m., so... Mystic Maya, if only I'd gone with you. Poor Pearls, she's been like this since last night. Managed to get home somehow yesterday evening. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe, gently holding her by the hand, leading her here. By the looks of it, I don't think Pearls got any sleep last night. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, she's alright, right? Yeah, she's alright. Either way, I'm gonna save her. You can trust me on that. Yeah, we're gonna represent Mr. Engard. But what if he is the real murderer? What would you then, Mr. Nick? Would you fight to get a not guilty for a murderer to save Mystic Maya? Pearls, you're really worried about Maya, aren't you? I don't have anyone else left in this world. What do you mean? My family's all gone. My father, he left my mother in the village behind and went away. And my mother, well, yeah, she did that. She's in jail now. Alright. Let's go see Yaktor. March 21st, 8:57 a.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. We couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down early. To visit one nickel samurai charged with the murder of the jamming ninja. Oh. Oh my, there's a lot going on here. Good morning, how are you today? I know the situation might be a little tough for you. Where... Oh, sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have life insurance. I signed up a long time ago because my job is, you know... Oh, no. We're not insurance salespeople. Could you imagine? Get arrested for murder, and then the first person that comes to visit you, you think is life insurance? That'd be odd. Dude, I really don't need that. I don't need that right now either. Fire extinguishers? I mean, this building... What? Dude. I'm a lawyer, bro. No. We're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. A lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. Lawyer? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my manager, okay? Dude, he has the original Apple Watch. Look at this. The Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he? I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. You're a lawyer, dude, right? My manager's looking for a good one right now, so how about it? Mr. Nick, this is our chance. Sorry to intrude, but I'd like to ask you a few personal questions. That's okay, but dude, my autobiography is coming out soon, so... If I say stuff without my publisher's approval, then I'm gonna be in real hot water. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna ask the publisher, okay? Sorry about that. Like I thought, the publisher said it'd be real bad if I said anything, dude. Dude, man, I'm a lawyer, bro. Mr. Ungard, this is an attorney's badge. Dude, I'm sorry, but I don't have the free time to be looking at things like that. I mean, I would argue in jail you have nothing but free time, but okay. I'm much too busy with Nickel Samurai stuff right now. I don't have the time to take a lawyer's correspondence course. Dude, we're not gonna trick him, bro. We're not gonna sell him anything. Man, it's too bad he's dead. We killed him. That's the most logical conclusion, don't you agree? Dude, what are you talking about? You're making a huge mistake. If that's such a mistake, then why did they issue an arrest warrant for you? Hold on a second. I'm gonna ask the guy in charge of this place, okay? I guess you're right about the warrant after all. Mr. Ungard, I would like to ask you about the murder. Or are you covering this for a tablet as a side job, dude? Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff. I'm not asking on behalf of a tabloid. Oh my god. I'm gonna ask the president of the studio. Sorry about that. The studio president said, even Neo Mount Fuji itself knows that I'm not the murderer. Mr. Nick, what's Neo Mount Fuji? The mountain in the city of Neo Old Tokyo, the city the Nickel Samurai protects. Yeah, what can I show you here to make you stop being an asshole? What's that? It's a ticket for the press conference. You were going to give one after winning the Grand Prix, right? Me? Yes, well, you were in costume, no less. I never heard anything like that, dude. I only heard about the stage show. I always leave that kind of stuff to my manager. You didn't know? That's odd. Okay. You want me to show you yourself, bro? Yeah, I'm such a handsome devil. I'm way good at sports. Karate, tennis, judo, soccer, football, hockey, fencing. Dude, it's no wonder I'm so popular. I've seen him before. Is he a member of my fan club? That's Mr. Powers. Isn't he supposed to be kind of like a mentor to you? Oh yeah, he's the guy on that kid's exercise program. I gave him an autograph just the other day. What am I showing you, bro? That's all I got left. Fuck it. Mr. Nick, what are you gonna do with that? I don't know yet, but I figured I could at least show it to him. Is that a transceiver? Hey, it looks like a real nice one, too. I got it as a present from someone. Interesting. I've also been instructed to take your case. Is that what you heard from the transceiver? Dude, that's terrible. Don't let some disembodied voice boss you around. Fight the power, man. Well, dude, I think it's about time for me to get going. Please wait. I really need to take your case. There's always other people in need of a lawyer, right? Want me to introduce you to a few? Please let Mr. Nick represent you. Man, oh man, lawyers these days. Now you dudes use kids to pull in clients too? You don't take me as your lawyer, then the killer is going to... Wait, what did you just say? The killer. The killer? Alright, dude, I accept your terms. Huh? I'll let you represent me in court. Okay. I don't feel any better for it. He doesn't look too happy either. Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll help you as much as I can. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had the post-ceremony stage show to do. That was in my Nickel Samurai costume. You were alone the entire time? The manager was running around being busy, so yeah. So because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show? I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai said he was gonna confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Kurita was already dead at the time? Yeah, that's why I gathered that's what I gathered anyway with my manager. Beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. That's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and out of the blue, the dude arrested me. Do you know why you were arrested? I guess maybe my full body search went badly. Well, yeah, what were you hiding in your ass? What was in there? Did they find something on you? They found a button from the Jam Ninja's costume. I don't get it either. It was caught in the pleats of my samurai pants or hakama. Kama? Dude, I really think someone planted it there, though. I'm serious. Man, I think my lucky stars that people know my name. Well, you're quite the hero. Oh. I didn't know who he is. Does that mean I'm not a good citizen? Oh, she's so sad. Just listen, she's just sheltered and backwoods from the hills, man. It really is great to be the Nickel Samurai. Dude, lately I just keep you keep on getting more and more popular. You know my motto? Refreshing like a spring breeze. That's what I am. That's why I think this kind of scandal is disastrous, dude. I mean, even if I get out here tomorrow, it's still gonna look bad. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Kurita, what sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with the face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And you wanted to try and make a Jammy Ninja movie, even though we all know it failed. Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think that'd be the other way around, you know? I mean, you know, true. Let's ask one last thing. Let's test Mr. Ungard to see if he really is innocent or not. We can do that? I'll do the green boogie. Mr. Engard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Please answer me honestly. What is it, dude? Did you kill Mr. Juan Kurita? Who are you calling? Please put the phone away. Bro thinks it's fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He's trying to phone a friend. Please put the phone away and answer the question yourself. Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Kurita, okay? Well, Mr. Nick? Nothing. Not a chain or lock in sight. Which means it's alright to trust him. Yeah, it does appear that way. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent. The trial is tomorrow, right? Counting on you, dude. Alright. Got the, we got a case, dude. We got a case. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt Ungard as our client. We know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what should we do? Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Engard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking. Oh! Back. Master Blaster is back. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you. What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun is what it is. Another Steel Samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely... I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why oh why do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way, ever since I was a little girl in elementary school. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy. He just keeps blasting me, dude. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. Only recently did I finally find a star that makes his heart go ba-dump again. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? But watch your words, no one's gonna get away with saying anything bad about my Juan. I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? The irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Here she goes, here she goes. want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready for what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. I saw the most important moment of the night. Man, she got fucking 4 locks, bruh? The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? If you want to hear more, then you show your respect and bring this lady a present. Damn it. Well. Oh, bye. I don't got shit for her right now. Like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Hey, Mr. Copfella, the thief showed his face. What? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? You feeling alright? Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera. My lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Man, I don't got shit for you, bruh. You lost your camera. It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and $1,600 brand new. Oh, but didn't you just say you bought it for $700? Had a nice long talk with the guy at the store, about 5 hours, I reckon. Dude, if I was a store owner and somebody this fucking bitch tried to haggle me for 5 hours, I would pay her to take it away from, get out of my store. Take it, bro. I made this itty bitty scratch on it, and the manager got all huffed up in my face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that. Last night after murder happened, must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't really know. It snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. But I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from a big scoop. Lotta, please tell me about what you know. Please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Ungard was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, is a story to be found, a big scoop to be had. I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, of course, that means I'm always looking for that perfect shot. Yo, Billy, what up? Is that Bob Ross? It's actually Betsy Ross. She is yeah, her name literally is Lotta Hair. So I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's very cold. We're just chilling inside. We're on the last chapter of this game. Very excited to get it going. There's a murder on our hands. Basically, right now, there's a guy that was supposedly framed for murder. So we're defending him at the request of some guy who kidnapped our friend. You know how it goes. You know how it goes, dude. How are you, man? Although I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a big picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? She has 2. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. A trade secret, you know? Oh, yeah. We've been stopped, haven't we? Chilling, just been being lazy. Honestly, vibe. I have a fucking long day of work tomorrow. Oh, just ready for the weekend, bro. Oh, yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I don't have anything, dude. I don't have anything to unlock anything, bro. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Oh wait. Oh, I can go to the hotel room. Sweet. All right. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Enguard's hotel room. Where are we? We're in Mr. Matt Enguard's, Mr. Ungard's dressing room. This is our client's room. Can I help you with something? Oh, hello. You're Mr. Enguard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also look for lawyers on my end, but no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he's your client. Situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Ungard's situation is looking rather grim. Came here one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. I'm Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. To defeat the Hun. Let's get down to business. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. Hold on, I'm curious. This reminds me, I'm pretty sure in the first game with the samurai case, there was a T-bone steak bone that had to do with the case for some reason. The callback, dude. The giant bone sitting on the plate. Something weird about this plate. I just wish I could put my finger on what it is. Hey, there's no knife. Where's the knife, dude? No knife. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone is doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct, and I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, you know what she reminds me of? She reminds me a lot of, what's her name? Khalifa from One Piece. You know, the CP0 girl? Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Ungard. In his very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. Take a look and save yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. When the award show was starting, I headed for the Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call Mr. Ungard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Kurita. That's when you found his body, isn't it? You really held strong through everything. Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So about you and... Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Ungard and I are related, are you? I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. Damn. I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Ungard's manager. Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Kurita, have one? No, he did not. Global Studios is a very different policy from Worldwide Studios, in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly. You're wrong, I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Anything about this? Anything about this? You're the one taking care of the arrangements for the press conference, right? Yes, that's right. And Mr. Ungard said he didn't know about it. Is that what he said? Actually, I didn't know all the details either. There's a request from the publicity department. All I did was help out and do what I was asked. That's pretty suspicious. Okay. See this camera? Nope. Did you know the victim, Mr. Kurita? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. What? Uh, she's saying some real suspicious stuff. Very... Okay. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Krita was murdered? Why did you ask me something? Why would you ask me such a thing? I'm just doing my job. So do you have any ideas? More locks, bro? God damn, dude. Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it a Cyclock, Mr. Nick? Yes, there's getting to be more and more of these lately. I don't really think I got anything else for you, to be honest. Oh, hey. I'm pissed. Did you hear about the canceled Mando is in Mandalorian game? I did not hear about that. Isn't there another Star Wars game coming out soon? Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? I'm Mr. Powers. Have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. Nickel Samurai is an action hero program. Sequel to the Steel Samurai. I like his the design on his pants are pretty sweet. This time there are 3 samurai brothers: the Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love Y in Neo Old Tokyo. I see. Wait, a love what? A love Y. This girl Sayo works at a tea shop, and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl. Is that what that's called? Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet times 3. Respawn was making one. The creators of the Cal. I like that. That's really interesting that your go-to for Respawn was the Cal Kestis games. I would have. Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about it's not Force Unleashed. What the fuck is it called? The Last Jedi. Whatever the most recent ones were. When I think of Respawn, I immediately think of Apex Legends. But EA canceled it. Yeah, I know EA has been making like budget cuts recently, and again, there also is another Star Wars game coming out already. So I guess I understand. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with old office ladies. Yes, bro. What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo. Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. I'm gonna stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week. But what's the Jam and Ninja TV show like? Started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. Jam and Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. Fucking Shinobi Snow White is crazy. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall but became a big pop star anyway. He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. Have you guys seen that video? It's pretty old. Of that white lady singing I Want to Be Ninja. Please tell me. It's fucking amazing. I don't know what it's from. It's so old. But it's great. I love it. I want to be ninja. And the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jammin versus the Muramachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3. What happens next? I want to know. Jammin, the Jammin Ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. It looks like she's at a conference. Oh, yeah, it's some kind of conference room. You think about it too often. Which show should... It's so funny too, because isn't she singing it to like an Asian lady? I want to be ninja. What do you know about, what's her face? This bitch. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about it right now. If you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. Absolutely, dude. Let me know, dude. Give me the tea. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? You are interested. I figured you would be. I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Let's see. Jammin' Ninja Midnight Rendezvous. Ooh, dude. Telling me Adrian was banging the ninja? The mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss AA. It's wild and it's so inappropriate, but so catchy. It's so good, dude. Listen. I approve. I approve. I approve of that lady singing that song. Key now, don't you? Juan Kurita didn't have a manager of his own, which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA, Adrian Andrews. That wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. I wonder if that means I can go, tell this to her. Come on. Hey! You try doing the thing. Gotta, like, you show her the thing. Take that! Why was Juan Kurita murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Ungard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions to which I have no answers? Truth is, I was not that close to Miss Kurita. Oh yeah? You're not that close? Fucking... BAM! You and Mr. Kurita had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. See, however, what if there was a need? Whatever there's a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? Probably him? Maybe? Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't think I have what I need. Gotta go. Oh, nice. We can go to the other room. Let's go. Oh. Dude, he was fucking these bears, right? Okay. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Kurita's room, Pearls. Mrs. Kurita, the victim, which makes this a crime scene, too. Oh, hey. He probably won't until we win Mr. Ungard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Do that, even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this one special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. My neck on the line here. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel. Oh, sweet. Alright, lobby of the hall. Okay. Pretty straightforward. You know what was the cause of death? Watch, I bet you it was a stab wound, and it was from the steak knife from the room. Well, technically, the final autopsy report is now yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. Oh, man. Come on. What did I say, dude? There's a knife in his chest. I know this doesn't matter, but it's interesting that he wasn't stabbed in the heart. You would think they would make it that way immediately, but yeah, that's fine. Dude, it's the steak knife from the other room, dude. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. So he stabbed to death. We're looking at the fingerprints down in the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife. Yeah, Mr. Unguard's prints. How was Mr. Ungard arrested? Because we had evidence on him. It looks like the victim, Juan Carita, really put up a big fight. Why are there so many bears? It's so creepy. I hate this. And one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight, his button came off. There was a witness. That lady, Miss Oldbag. There's something around where the Vic was a little off. You know about, this bitch, bro? She's Mr. Unguard's manager, right? No matter what I do, I really stink at talking to people like her. As soon as I open my mouth, I get all flustered. See, she's one of those women with a brain. She's someone who gets things done. And don't you hate it when women have brains? Overrated. She does give that sort of impression, and like she's got it all together. Compared to her, you can easily tell I'm a can't do anything right kind of guy. That's why I get all nervous and start messing up. Why there's so many? It's just so weird, bro. It's so messy here. There are lots of electronics things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay, that over there is a watch you can wear on your wrist. Dude, bro got a rice cooker. He has a fucking calculator there. A hair dryer. He has a laptop, water boiler, coffee machine. 85 million bears for some reason. Phone. He also had a steak. Looks like Mr. Carita had dinner last night. This bottle is tomato juice. Okay. Also, why is this bear holding his... What are you doing, dude? Bro's holding his crotch. Dude, where's his guitar? His guitar's missing, dude. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable. That's strange. The guitar's not here. Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show? The Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Gem and Ninja signature item. I'd say the bears are psychotic, but I just remembered my doll collection. Yeah, you don't really have any room to say anything, do you? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on the top of the lid. Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water. Is it water? It could be blood. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Carita fought his assailant. What are these bits of glass from? A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't really know what they are. Here's a bear alarm clock. Is there like a robo bear? The semi-formal bear? That bear is blindfolded over there for some reason. That's his BDSM bear. Look at this. Beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it. Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much. The bottle of it on the table over there, that's probably where it came from. But doesn't it seem weird? I mean, everything else is all scattered all over the floor. He's right, the flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright? Good observation, dude. Let's examine it. I don't think so. I wonder if it's blood or tomato. It could be like tomato juice, maybe it's on there. watch or something. Well, teacup. I don't really see anything, to be honest. Just show. Ask about the guitar case, maybe. Can you tell me about this guitar case? Oh, that. This is just what I heard, pal. But that's a Jamming Ninja signature item. Guitar case? No, not that. What do you take me as? I mean, the guitar inside, of course. The guitar is missing. Yeah, we look for that. We look for it too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most famous item to an award show. What about the wine, bro? What about this wine glass? Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, detective? No, actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it first. So does that mean Miss Von Karma is here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you met the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Uh-oh. For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Oh, here she is. At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change? So you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your family. Dishonor on your cow. Hey, don't you dare run away, scruffy McTrenchcoat. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Detective, come over here for a second. Alright. Yeah, she's beating the shit out of him. I feel better knowing that at least you were man enough to face your punishment. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory yours? Is that all this means to you? This isn't over yet, I swear on my family's honor. Oh, hey. Well, I guess this means I've got to get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Ms. Von Karma see you. What did I get? Oh, it's right there. What is this? Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? Paper's got Mr. Kurita's name written on it, so it's his autograph. To my dearest Wendy. Who the hell's... Dude, listen, I love Wendy's as much as the next guy, you know? The Baconator? Shit smacks. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. A special way of writing called cursive. Look here, see how it says to my dearest Wendy in more normal letters here? This sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone. Wendy, I've heard that name somewhere. Wait, isn't the fucking old lady's name Wendy? Right? Her name is Wendy Oldbag, I think. Yeah, Wendy Oldbag. Go fucking show this bitch what's up. Oops. Hey. What do you guys say about this? No, nothing? Never mind. Well, fuck. I wonder if I could try and unlock one of these. Before she starts blasting me again. She's blasting! Oh, she wants his autograph. Sweet, I got that, bro. I got you. Got his autograph. Yep, here's the autograph. Here you go. That's Juan's autograph. Yes, it is. It even says "to my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldback, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, it may say Wendy, but somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please give it to me. Let me have it, please. I can't let you have it just like that. Nice. Oh. Nice. 3 out of 4. Pog. My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag, ready to open her heart, all for my dear Swan. Oh, okay. So it was a fake. It was a fake 4. False 4. Nice. I feel bad for you now. I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet minding my own business. And did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or 2 out of it, maybe more. I wonder if it's going to be like last time. Because last time, all they saw was a guy in a suit. They didn't see the actual guy. So it was a guy pretending to be the guy, you know? I don't care about details. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. The yellow-bellied chicken. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad and I say he did it. What did Mr. Engard do to... Oh, sorry, Ungard. I keep saying it wrong. Mr. Ungard do to make you so... You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick. What's a scandal? Poor Juan, you led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do viles and wild temptress mean? So, Miss Oldback, who is this woman you're talking about? Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose. His own manager? But why? I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. The girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation to the mud. A pretty standard definition of scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. And do you have proof that Mr. Ungard did what you say he did? Next week, issues of a certain magazine says so. Why would she have information like that? And where did she get it? Hee hee hee. I don't know if I have anything else for you. Can I show you the thing? Nope. I don't think this guy has anything for me. What about you? I wonder if I can do anything for her. Let's see. Lotto, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop. I want to know about the details of this scoop. Oh, it's the affair scandal. An affair between Juan Kurita and Wendy Oldbag. No. This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Ungard's manager. Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? Pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. You gotta have that What's it? New sauce? New sauce? What? Like barbecue? Oh, news source. You fucking stupid, bro. New sauce. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous? The mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss AA. Saw this article and then thought 6 pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Kurita's door last night. Nice, we got him. Unlock successful. We're looking into Mr. Kurita and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. What'd you just say? Your initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof or nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do, so that's what I was doing, getting photos. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. And spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. I already finished writing on my spicy article, you know? What? The paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Okay, she lost her camera. She lost her paper. What do you got, bro? All that hair for what? It was inside the case of my camera. They didn't run off together. Came here for my big story, didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell ya. What's the people now, anyway? Never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. Okay. Oh, what was? Oh, I'm back here. I'm at the police station. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing. Oh, he's back. Hey, so you came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight, but we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's 2 big pieces. And both of them are in this photo. First is the button that is missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. Ungard. Yep, I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai special pants. Second one is the knife in his chest, the fingerprints on the knife on his chest to be exact. Yep, it's fucking bros, a steak knife. Didn't even have to ask, little missy, it's obvious, they're Matt Ungards. Tomorrow's trial will talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. All this testimony. What about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean? You thought so? Did she tell you something? Well, and I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone. Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Ungard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death. Let me show them this yet. Sure. We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. Scandal of Mr. Kurita? Why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Okay. The fuck? Her name was Celeste Impacts. She was Juan Kurita's manager. The victim's manager. That's not all, pal. Miss Impacts was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. Okay, well that's pretty damning, I think, then. So this girl was Adrian's manager. She committed suicide, potentially because of Juan, and she murders him in retaliation with the steak knife and frames Matt. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor. A woman who was both Mr. Kurita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Did her suicide have something to do with the case? You want to know more about her pal? Yeah. She was the victim's manager, and also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Maybe it's just... Oh. Getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. It's Von Karma. Can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do, Scruffy. You have the 30 minutes to get out of here. You no longer need to goodbye. Oh, question mark. I would have won. Is it our boyfriend? Is it edgy? Is it edgy? Ooh. That voice. It's edgy! Oh shit, dude. I'm fucking edging right now to edgy. Let's go. It's been a long time, right? It's the boy! This is Mr. Edgeworth? Dude, are we gonna kiss? Are we gonna kiss? What am I gonna do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong? You haven't changed a bit, Francisca. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like an ill-bred dog you are. Jesus Christ! Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed to be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. Look at this smug asshole. I love it. I love it, dude. I can't remember if you ever saw him smile in the first game. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. But what's up, man? Without you, Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth had gone and died. I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen here. You gonna run Toronto's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. But no, I don't think I'll make an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. I will say one thing. You can't win on your own. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is a definitive teamwork. It's the power to find... It's fucking edgy boy gonna join me on the defense team to win this case? Holy shit. In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel like the need for my assistance, it's available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. What the fuck's going on, dude? A lot of things have happened, however, Manfred Von Karma... the fanfic is taking a turn, dude. Dude, enemies to lovers for real. Enemies to lawyers. However, Manfred Von Karma is still my mentor, and that perfect win record is proof of Von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? You leave because you had lost your perfect win record? I think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It would have been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. Oh, jeez, dude. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, with Francisca, she always says, I will defeat you this time the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. It's also weird that he says prosecutors and lawyers, because a prosecutor is a lawyer still. We're just a defense attorney. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me, even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. Looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn. Well, it's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Dude, I don't even... Dude, it's edgy boy, bro. Do you know anything about the crime photo, bro? Man. You know anything about this guy? There's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close with him? That's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. While refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? And what's so refreshing about a spring breeze? Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. Can't help but feel this whole case revolves around her. This woman is another key to solving this case. You really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. She was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Carita's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was really suicide, right? Yes, but there's still one riddle we've yet to solve. Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. Imbax's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that, there's no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. How do you know Miss Imbax had even written such a note? There's no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink in her right index finger. This makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. Victim? Oh, Jesus Christ, this is fucking brutal. Oh my god. He's the one who found her body. Which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida had his own manager's suicide note, but why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report, part 1 anyway. See Celeste impacts found by Juan Corrida. Was her suicide note hidden? What if I show him this? I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2. 2 parts. You just handed me as the first part of the report. Here's the second part. But why did you... Why is it... Huh? Just give it both to me, you dickhead! The attempter's name is Adrian Andrews. Oh. He tried to kill herself. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what you want you to think. Adrian Andrews, she has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. Secret? Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. What does that mean? Anything else? Okay. I don't... Oh, wait. Oh, this is new. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Her pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste Impacts, was gone forever, that's why. This is what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. He is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. Once she finds that person, she'll do anything. Anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. Just fucking dark, dude. Jeez. When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. Only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. Go this one now, maybe? Appearances can be deceiving. It's such a cliche saying, but it's cliche because it's true. Andrews, to think that behind an unwavering brave front, has been hiding this weakness and fear. Should I go to show her this? I feel like... Maybe? Gonna be there? Oh, she's gone. Come on. Oh, Miss Andrews is... Oh, she is here. Looks like she's talking to someone. That's Francisca Von Karma. Is Von Karma? What are you doing here? Well, I'm a lawyer, so... You got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following. You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard. Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. Let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard. Oh, think hard about what we discussed. Understood? All right. What is she? What is she holding? What is that card? Andrew, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she? Did I show her own suicide attempt? Seems fucked up. No, never mind. Alright, let's take a look here. Motive for murder. Why was Juan Korean murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Are you hiding things? Don't you realize that you're putting Mr. Unguard's life in danger of your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? Truth is, I was not close. Film this one. Get close for her. Celeste Impacts, your mentor. How did you know about Celeste? Miss Impact, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Kurita's manager. I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid. There was no mystery surrounding her death, none. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way your suicide was resolved. Yeah, because you fucking tried to do it too, bro. Ah, shit. Wait, hold on. I'll show her report, maybe? Oh, there we go. Yeah. The impacts of suicide note was never found, was it? Looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered the body, Mr. Kurita. Mr. Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. This is why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita. Voice. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however. Allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. This is proof that Celeste... Yep, fucking... Here we go. Andrews. You nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Ending your life. Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying on only yourself. However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You're dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. There. That's the last. I don't know if I have the last piece though. When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. Must have heard about the police report, the one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impacts' note. You heard about it and thought to recover from him by getting close. Am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What topic did we start this conversation on again? Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with a reason to want Mr. Kurita dead. Me? His impact was everything to you. Then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. And now I don't know if I think she did it. Because it seems too straightforward. Murder? We got her though. We got her. Let's go! It's true. I am a woman who can only live in insecurity. Physically small, and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. This one thing, it's the thing that wanted to take with me to my grave. It was my secret and mine alone. Probably think I'm being a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. That someone was Juan Kurita. Alas, without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. You got close to Mr. Kurita to recover her suicide note, correct? Looks like that tabloid retorted the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide notes, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. Just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask you. I attempted suicide. I'd like you to keep it a secret. People found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Andrew's been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back. It's Andrew's. What is that card you're holding? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. It looks like some sort of seashell. Looks like a Slowbro's tail. What is it? It looks like a seashell. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Ungard in your capable hands. Anything? We saw this one. Okay. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Oh, Prill, she looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right? So, what now? Well, we didn't find out one thing for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive. You mean Miss Impact's suicide note? That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Oh. Hello? Wright & Co. offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time. Which is why I suppose she's absolutely famished. So, he's fucking starving her to death. What the fuck, dude? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Would you agree? Ask my sis. Ooh, okay, okay. Mystic Maya said ask my sis, didn't she? Oh, there she is! Yeah, I have a message from Maya, so come, ask me anything you want about her. How's Maya? She's safe for now. That kidnapper is the one to keep his word, it seems. Glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. The kidnapper, what's he like? I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call. Is that the kid? Yeah, it's the kid. She's like spirit channeling our dead mentor, so she becomes her. That's how it works. Pretty weird. Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. She didn't see the face of her attacker. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. Hey, it's the card. On TV, the hero is using a plastic card or stiff piece of cardboard. Oh. Was this that easy to escape? You serious? Huh? What? Was that it? She just escaped? Okay. Interesting. 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 It's that easy, bro? That was part 1. We finished part 1. That was part 2. The first day of trial. Adrian did it? That's what it looks like. Even no way that woman couldn't be anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. Mountain of evidence. I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. Oh, hey. We must get a complete acquittal today. I know, but I can't focus on my situation right now. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney, the day of the trial. When I checked on her this morning, she seemed a bit, how should I say, tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. Present? What in the... Now you figure it out once the trial starts, and even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please. Okay. Okay. What do you guys think it is? Like a GameCube? Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ungard. Are the prosecution and defense ready? Defense is ready, Your Honor. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Ms. Von Karma? I don't know. Your Honor, please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. You must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Ms. Von Karma was shot... What? Excuse... Huh? Was this the gift he was talking about? He fucking shot her? Jesus! What? So is Edgy Boy gonna take over? He's alive in a stable condition. That's good. Phew. You're... Edgy Boy! Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Francisca Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Ungard. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right, I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. This is hype, bro. This is hype. Witness, your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct for now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Prosecution has no need for depressed witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Now, let's have your testimony. If you want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Oh, get it? Bear facts of the case? Because he fucking, like, I was loved having bears for some reason? Because he is a furry? This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Carita, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believed he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room? Yes, sir. Both the victim and defendant went alone to their room, sir. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Alright, there wasn't that much in that. We'll see what we can uncover. This murder happened after the hero learns. Person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct? Yeah. She's the defendant Matt Ungard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. The post-ceremony show was about to start. She went to get Mr. Ungard. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see. And that's when she found the victim's body. After looking into the cause of death, he was murdered. And why did you think that? Because it was empty, pal. Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. I want to be ninja. We couldn't find anywhere at the scene of the crime. The fan really wanted the guitar, and did the crime get it? Oops. The only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only the victims, huh? Well, I mean, could water being on the case have washed away fingerprints? What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well, then what was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found in the TV studio. Interesting. Interesting. The victim, Juan Carita, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. You mean you forgot to put the guitar case inside? How would you not notice? Wouldn't it be way heavier if there was a guitar inside? The fuck? Alright, let's see. Cause of death, wasn't that because Mr. Carita was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. Take a good look at the crime photo. Now, real pro's attention would be drawn to this bandana. It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. Oh, he was strangled, then stabbed. Interesting. And the second double attack in this game. It said last one too. He was shot and stabbed. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt Ungard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Matt Ungard and Juan Carita were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jam and Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja's costume and was found in Mr. Ungard's hakama. The defendant fingerprint were also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. No, see, that's where you're wrong, buddy. I got you there. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came up pretty clearly, sir. Button. Victim's blood. The thing that doesn't make sense though, if you strangled him already, why would you then stab him and risk his blood getting on you? Oh, we gotta go to this right away. There is no way this was a premeditated murder, even if you bought the knife. Sorry, pal, this isn't some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either. Aw, dude, that shit's from the hotel, bro. Come on, man. Wait a second. So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand. That's right, pal, the defendant did not buy this knife. Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a Gatewater seal set into the handle. Gatewater, I think I've heard that name somewhere before. That's the name of the hotel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. It's very true. This is a very big... Sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There's no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. The question is, where did this knife come from? Well, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Miss Kurita's room. Oh, I see. No, it's from the other room. The victim ate a last meal where he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. There's a knife and a fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from? Please, with the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Engard. Especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife? We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Engard's knife was missing. Mr. Engard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. With that, I believe the prosecution has proven that this was a premeditated murder. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. Seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of Your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Not yet shown, huh? Yeah, I got. Sure. There's one. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court is yet to see. I only get one, eh? Oh shit! I only get one. Okay. I mean, this was weird, right? The fact that the wine glass, there was like no, it was completely full, no like, is like fine, right? Don't you thought it was weird? Fuck it, go for it. This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his mask, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. However, this glass that is sitting on the top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else was this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Oh, okay. So you just want to extend the trial. I got you. I got you. Well, yes, it is a little peculiar. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opinion. You'll need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass. It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. That the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example, could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. What? No, what? No, dude, the tomato juice was there already, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We'd like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. Unlike Mr. Wright, I'd never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. What? You're not thinking hard enough today, Wright. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. They were not the victims nor the defendants, rather they were one of Adrian Andrews. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Why would she leave it there? What does that mean? Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Kurita. Oh, okay. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. Thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor, and from here on out, I will show you the answer I've come to discover. Fortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness who would like the court to hear from. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. It's the old lady, isn't it? Fucking that old bitch. Oh, it is. Fucking Space Lady. Space Lady. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Gotcha. Oh, edgy boy, it's been, what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me. I saw the report with the testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the wicked witch of the witness stand. I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. What? What happened? Oh, wait, my screen froze for a second, that was weird. Even things that don't have to do with the terrible crime. Wait, what happened? Huh. That was odd. The game like stuttered for a second. Anyways, we're good. This witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Who let her bring this gun in? Edgy wedgy. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please. Is it true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays? Not that I mind at all, edgy. Now then, what should I start with? The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag? It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle. You mean you were a fan of the victim? Look, everyone is crazy over that Engard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Carita. Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night. Very well, please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder. Leave it to me, edgy poo. Fucking edgy poos. Solid, dude. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was Matt Ungard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. Let's cross-examine this biatch. You're gonna shoot me at some point, isn't she? Basement in his room. Something interesting in finding out. Wonder what it was. Something you were interested in, and just what was that? It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know? It's tops. Okay. Not important, okay. Yeah, if he was in costume, you can't prove it was him. You saw my client, are you sure about that? You see? Really? Annoying brat, when I say I saw someone, I saw that person. Please tell the court about the man's face in more detail. You don't need to tell me. You don't need me to tell you about his face. I saw a gentle look in his eyes and his effeminate lips. His right eye covered by his silky hair, his sparkling, shiny teeth. Wait, what? I don't. Wait, hold on. I don't think that's the face thing. No, it's not really. Maybe I picked the wrong one. Maybe I should have just closed, I guess. Let me see. Yeah. What was he wearing? Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail. How troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters. But it does. And what was it? Oh, yes, it was that thing. What thing? That gaudy thing he's always wearing. That racing jacket. He was wearing that at the detention center, too. That thing is meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Dude, don't you hate it? when a guy wears a fucking racing jacket to seduce you out of your pantaloons? Cause same. Fucking tired of that shit, bro. My pantaloons stay on, okay? In this Christian Twitch stream, come on now. Pantaloons stay on. Is that important? I mean, it's a pretty specific detail. Sure. Sure? Perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Would you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be penned into her testimony. Oh, wait. He was wearing the racing jacket. Is there anything we have to prove that he didn't wear the racing? He was not wearing the jacket? He's wearing that costume. Oh wait, yeah, this was found in the costume. Man, he won't wear him. Come on now. This old bag. What? Don't say my name for no reason. You know what this is? The button number 2 on the Jammy Ninja's costume. This button was discovered on Mr. Unguard's body during a full body search. See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Unguard. It was caught up in the pleats of his Nickel Samurai Hakama pants. Witness. Now, it may just have been me, but I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say the defendant was wearing his usual racing jacket? Ah, I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. What? What does that mean? I don't... What's happening, bro? What's happening? What is going on? I fucking hate this old lady. She pisses me off. Shut up, dude! I hold your tongue. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Unguard, the man, but Mr. Unguard, the Nickel Samurai. When you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway. This is literally the repeat of the last case where she thought it was the guy, but he was in costume, so you couldn't tell. Edgipoo, do you think so too? Well, it might be something worth considering. Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify. Okay, I'm back. Is this murder solved? No, no. This murder is gonna take like 8 hours to solve. We're doing it in 2 parts, today and tomorrow. Should be the one sighing, not you. Who I saw. Endguard, yes. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. It would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. Well, he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. I knew you'd say he was inside the costume. Think there could have been someone else inside that costume? He'll be a bad little boy thinking such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not? Not too long ago. Let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream? What? What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper? A dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner here of the public's court, so what? What does that do with anything? What is happening? What I said earlier, who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past. Okay. Okay. All that matters is the man who's inside that costume. Isn't that enough? Oh, I got an achievement. Oh shit. Judge Wagner. Nice. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show? Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing, and that included the Jammin' Ninja. Of course, included him. That's why when Ungard came out of Dear One's room, I didn't give it a second thought. They must have worn. Must have worn that costume when you're stabbing. Wait. Hold on. He's wearing the costume. How do you wear the costume? Oh, he's wearing the costume to hide his identity while he's gonna kill him. Doesn't the knife have fingerprints on it? Would he have fingerprints if he's wearing the costume? Wouldn't he wear gloves? That'd make it easy, surely. Please take a look at this. I think I got it. If you're trying to scare me with that, you'll have you know it won't work. Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case? Fingerprints. Mr. Ungard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder. Then there's a possible for his fingerprints to have been left on the knife. Actually, he would have wiped all fingerprints on this knife right off. Probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. Why the hell would he do that? And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There's no way he would do something like that. However, there's one possibility. Very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. He's probably just going to relax and talk with the victim. Why the hell would he bring a knife then? What are you talking about? When the defendant went to the victim, he had no intention of killing him. Yeah, why would he bring a knife, you fucking idiot? What are you talking about? Just a relaxing knife talk. Yeah, dude, it's my fucking my service knife. My emotional support knife. It's stabby. This knife, this was used by Mr. Ungard at dinner. Yes? Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kurita. However, you just said it yourself. At the time, the defendant had no intent to murder. If that were true, why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings you to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Order, I say. Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? What? Excuse... Is this judge serious? Are you... I'm gonna lose my head. This judge... Let me preface this, but if you don't know, to be a judge, you have to be a lawyer first. And a good one, probably, to become a judge. He just asked me, why would the real murderer make it look like my client? Why would the murderer make it look like someone else did it? I wonder fucking why. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, dude. Like, I know it's a video game, but like, this... oh god, alright. Alright, it's fine. I'm cool, I'm cool, I'm cool. It's to frame my client, Mr. Ungard, of course. Aren't you forcing the interpretations a little too hard on this one? But we just established the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume, and if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo? Witness, did you or did you not really see the nickel samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... You're saying you mixed up Mr. Unger with the nickel samurai, his character on TV? But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well... I wasn't waiting around for the nickel samurai, that's for sure. Wasn't waiting for the nickel samurai. Alright then, who were you waiting around for then? That's top secret to anyone outside of security. Nah, it's fucking what's her face? It's the manager. This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Ungard's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? Seems like that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's Adrian Andrews? Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then. I got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. That's why I was doing my own little investigation in secret, of course. Just for myself, personal reasons and all that. I really don't want to do this, however, I cannot simply let this point slide. Okay. She's just fucking shooting me, bro. That Ungard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. To do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for the court. What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant? Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter and found the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip. But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. You gotta burn old bags with fire. That's my favorite saying. My favorite saying. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. An evil man. He thought he could ruin Parwama causing scandal. You don't have any proof that Mr. Unger did any such thing. You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right. The fishbowl is a bit... She's a space security guard. You know, defending space and all that. She's a Star War. Can you show that Engard didn't bear any ill will? No. That's proven that they did. Wait. Secret information that no one else knows yet. That's true, then how do you know the secret information? Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drill the hole into my brain, you'll never find out. How in the world did she get such a secret piece of information? Do you have anything to prove that? Wait, Didn't Lotto say she fucking got a good picture? She might have stolen her camera. Maybe? Seems like all we got right now. Sure. So no one else is supposed to know the secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag? Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that. Why are you looking at me like that, Swan? Investigative photographer, lot of heart. Oh yes. I remember that mischievous girl. Reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. Reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrage or impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews. What? Outrageous ideas, you say? No, I said impressions. And everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless? That's it. That's the note. This is my top secret list of groceries. You are the one who took Miss Hart's note. I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. The infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper is working with the evil Unguard. She said to herself, Unguard, I'm his sidekick. You're so happy, smiling like a silly duck. Hey, Jipu, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before. You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Oh, fucking got him. Dude. Edgy boy, edged the fuck out of her. Are you kidding me? He got her. He got her, dude. He edged her so hard. Well, it was... I stand by it. I stand by it. I stand by it. Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just once. Did I forgive? Should we forgive her? Fuck no. Fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch, man. Fuck this bitch. Oh, that's... Fuck, she annoys me, bro. She said the only thing you stole was that note. Wouldn't she have stolen the camera, too? The note was inside the camera? You're lying, damn it. I can prove it. The camera. It's old bag. That note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me. You have the note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for? What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know? I still eat meals like you, I still fall in love, and borrow things from people. I think your definition of borrow is a little off. I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slime Bag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. See the pictures. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. What do we got? Okay, here's my thing, right? Immediately, the first thing I noticed is that it's the shirt's like untucked, which makes it seem like it was put together, like they put it on in a hurry. Also, the legs, you can see the leg pants is like super bunched up at the bottom, and they made a very conscious decision to say that Adrienne is short, so she could be very well in this costume. Yeah, I told you, that's the guy saw. This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Ungard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that is the case, then that this Nickel Samurai is... Wait, hold on. Does this look the same? It looks mostly the same. I wonder if it's like a replica or something? The defendant. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence? I mean, no. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, look, yeah. So in the picture, he's way taller. See that he has the pants they ride up. It's not him, bro. It's the girl. Something strange. I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for you to debunk this photo even with the bunker buster. Dude, the feet, dude. Bros, the dogs ain't out, bro. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. What are you pointing at? His ankles? You could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing, however you can't. And what does that mean? The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. Ungard. What is the meaning of this? I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hakama. His socks, you can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his Hakama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. He's very, very calm. Only guess this perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt Ungard, then everything the persecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. I figured it would come to this. Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt Ungard. In that case, who is this photo of? We already know, bro. We already know who it is, bro. Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Why is he so calm? Who is it? Oh, it's fucking Von Karma. It's the dead girl. No. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say that it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. Ungard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ungard that night. How does that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Ungard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon. Why don't you just say it is what you want, Mr. Right? The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Carita. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth, yes, Your Honor? This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. The verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness. It means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day. Oh shit. That's true. Doesn't it mean Maya's we're fucked? Ah shit. Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. Do we object? Surely we object, no? Surely we object, right? Sir, please, no! Oh, now then. Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I can't do that. We cannot hear... Oh, hold it! I abhor wasting such valuable time. Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. I think you underestimated me, Your Honor. That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution lobby. She's the next witness. Aw, dude, Edgy boy knows what's up, bro. He had his shit ready. Dog. All right. Everything was planned out in advance by that man. Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly. Very well, we will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we should take a 10-minute recess. Alright, let's go play some dodgeball. Dude, I can't believe that Adrian. No way. Not cool and collected Adrian Andrews. He's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her. But after the ceremony during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. At least she could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your hakama. Because she was the one that came to wake me up. And dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Kurita. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right? Andrews depended on Miss Impact as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note, and the person thought to have hidden it is Juan Kurita, the victim of this murder. And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Kurita, all to get the suicide note back. Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impact's. It was Edgeworth. It looks like he's still the one who commanded this ship. Don't let your guard down yet. Yeah, listen, Edgy boy, he's planning something. I don't know what it is, but I like him being here, so I'm fine with it. Oh, we'll now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. Prosecution calls a witness subpoenaed by this court. Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Kurita's room. Juan Kurita's room, sorry. Get the card. What is your occupation? I'm the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt Ungard. I see. Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request. I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was a topic of a certain weekly magazine recently. Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Kurita. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. This was a private matter between Juan and myself. Well, it was a fry and bait matter, or was that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing. I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. I think there's someone who would beg to differ. I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Very well then, please testify to the court. It was time for the show to start as I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. Poured yourself a glass of juice? Sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of the crime, and I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor. We gotta shake her up. Shake her up. Time for the show to start. You were in shock? What, was I not supposed to be? Andrew's a very calculating person. Despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Kurita. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. Can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. This is the photo you're referring to, correct? The thing that doesn't make sense to me is like the way it's placed. Like, so you're saying she saw the body, went all the way over. Like, look how far away the bottle is. And then the glasses. She would have to go around everything to put it there. It's really weird. There's a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself. You didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh? There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest anyone drank from it. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I settled the glass down without drinking it. Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. You discovered the dead body of Juan Kurita. We were in great shock. That's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct? And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Mine was a complete blank. Didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. What one thing? Never mind. It's no big deal. I mean... Oh, we should... Yeah, sure. Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. Sorry, it's just kind of embarrassing. Oh, you shit your pants. I set the glass down on the dresser. I accidentally knocked the flower vase. I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Which, are you saying that you created the only sign of struggle in the crime scene? Is that what we're talking about right now? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? This mess of glass shards? It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Oh, that's why it's all wet. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? Sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just a part of the mess. Looks like you had another fact to come to light here. Please add this, and if anything else you have to reveal in your testimony. Sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. I don't know if is that true? What kind of flower vase was it? It was a glass vase, and it was fairly big and heavy. Thought I would try to take Juan's pulse. So I set the glass down and was holding on down the dresser. That's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase. All we're gonna catch her is with some very strong decisive evidence. I don't really can't think. Wait. If the guitar case, it was wet only on the top, that means it was closed. But doesn't that mean she opened it, right? Because it was... Yeah. Touched it, bro. You touched it, bro. You touched it. Testified that you knocked the flower vase over. Is that correct? Yes, and you are sure it fell onto the guitar case. Is there some problem with what I said? Oh, it's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what's so strange. Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, that was true that the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. It's very true. Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case. What is that? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor. And what is wrong with that? If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shard should be inside, not outside the case. What is your point, Wright? The case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? Is that all? No, think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she shouldn't touch anything else. She did implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case. But this whole matter with the guitar case is dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be, however. Yeah, fuck what you're saying. Come on. She could have touched other shit. If you lied about touching the case, you had to touch other stuff too. Eventually. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. I can't believe anyone would reach the straws like this, but it is you. Alright, I'll follow along for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. What? Oh, it's freaking convenient, ain't it? Ugh. Using anyone to change the topic, a convenient escape for a weak man. I remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. He's sus. She is sus. I mean, come on. This you know, she's this. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. Oh wait. It only has Kurita's fingerprints. Man, you didn't touch that shit, bro. There's no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? Elementary, my dear. Because the only fingerprints on the guitar case are those of the victim. What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I took the case. What do you mean? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at that time? Gloves? Why would you be wearing gloves at the time? It was the night of the award ceremony, so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. What? But her fingerprints were on the wine glass. How could it be? You can't have both, bro. Man, this ain't Hannah Montana, bro. You can't have the best of both worlds, girl. Come on now. I have your proof right here. This wine glass. You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself the glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Oh my god, her glasses broke. Oh, she has more. We're good. She got a spare. Nice. Listen. If she's a murderer, I can't fuck with her. But from glasses user to glass user, you know, between glasses users, I respect it. Having a spare pair as soon as yours pops, you're ready to go. I believe the guitar case plays a very important role here, but it's just an empty case. I wonder if it really was empty though. But the bright red guitar was at the studio. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar. You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? Fucking god. Wait, that's not right either. I admit it'd be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves despite the fact that on the case... Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and lull us all into his misguided... Objection! No, Your Honor, please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it is wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I am sure this guitar case had some relation to the murder. You are so sure, right, that I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please enlighten us as to why the guitar case had anything to do with the murder. Let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. So you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty, is that it, right? I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. Deflate that head of yours, you haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside the case? Oh god. Not the camera. Not the wine glass. No, it wouldn't have been the bun, that doesn't make sense. What could have been in the case? Not the knife. Oh! Was it the costume? Because Matt said he was sleeping in the costume the entire time. And I was curious about that. I was like, oh, did she take it off and put it back on? Put it back on without her noticing? That doesn't make sense. She had to have put the costume in there. So if I present this, that should work, I think? Oh, this is a photograph. But what is important, Your Honor, is in the picture. It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Right, are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to do something like that? That insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get the shot, correct? In this photo. Order, order. It looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? The real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt Unguard's. Why would something of the defendant be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar place of all places? What was an, No, it couldn't have been stolen. It had to have been an extra one. Mr. Ungard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we were talking about was a spare one. What? Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? That is what I'm saying. How do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It would mean the victim himself had brought this spare to the ceremony on purpose. But why? The victim, Mr. Kurita, was a Jammin Ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai's spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act? And therein lies the sticking point. What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue? Huh? No, I just... Miss Wright, please explain yourself. Why did you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai's spare costume? Are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully. The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai spare costume to the hotel was... I don't know. Did he want to dress up with the guy? Seems like the Nickel Samurai is to confess something after the post-ceremony show. Did he want to like impersonate? He wants to impersonate the guy, maybe? Like at the press conference? Maybe? No, he's in that costume. Maybe? Seems like the Nickel Samurai is to confess something. Yeah, because what's his face? Matt didn't know about it, so maybe he was planning this to say he was like gonna say something. On the night of the murder after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference. I heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up. But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Engard himself said that he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. How can that be? The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Kurita himself. The spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. So Kurita was going to hold the press conference as the Nickel Samurai. He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold a conference? Why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I didn't quite know yet, however. What I'm concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference. Yeah, so Juan was posing as a samurai. He was going to speak about Matt Engard. And a confession as public disclosure. Andrews, I can see why you are pros at what you do. Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan. Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this. I was the one he asked to help set it up, and the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me. Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year, and if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what we thought anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. And do you know of this? What secret of Mr. Engard's is, Miss Andrews? That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is. Oh, maybe... Do you think maybe he drove the other girl to suicide? That's probably what it was, right? Because he has the suicide note. Oh, so does that mean Matt did do it? Oh, I'm so confused. I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone, but that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt after all. Protect Mr. Engard. And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Andrews, if you could please tell the truth about your behavior. The moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what. He didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. Ugh. The defense can find no fault with the testimony. I am ready to make a ruling. Please keep that in mind as you cross-examine. Okay. The moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Why? Would you say that that was your intuition speaking to you? Don't confuse my methods of reasoning with your own. If you want to prove that someone did something, you need three things. Motive, opportunity, and evidence. If you think these three things through, the answer becomes quite clear. Had to kill one no matter what. So would you say this need came from this press conference? Yes, do you know why Juan chose that event and that hotel for the conference? Because that was when he could cause the most damage to the public's beloved Matt Engard. You knew this plan, didn't you, Miss Andrews? Yes, because I was the one who set up the conference and prepared the costume. But I'm sure Mr. Engard himself didn't know anything about the press conference. Oh, really? Can you show me any proof that he didn't know about the press conference? And he said so. Mr. Engard done something to hurt or betray you personally? Why do you ask? You were the one who helped Mr. Kurita with his press conference, and that event was supposed to bring to Mr. Engard, yet you still hopped out. The person on trial right now is Mr. Engard, right? What the witness was thinking helping the victim with his plan is none of our concern. In any case, this means that the defendant had a motive to kill. I have an alibi. Can hardly call the knife decisive evidence. The fingerprints on the knife could very well be a clever camouflage. Then what about the button? clear from the crime scene that the victim and his murderer fought. And during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the Japanese ninja's costume. That button was found in the pleats of Matt Takama, isn't that right? I would think that makes it very decisive evidence. That button was torn off during the fight. Wait, what? The Matt's manager. The button was torn off. Wasn't he strangled to death? Why would he? Oh, that happened. That makes sense. Yeah, he was strangled, then stabbed. The knife would cut. The button would came off after. This is the victim's autopsy report. It clearly states that the cause of death was strangulation by a scarf. Let's examine the evidence. This button has blood, which would mean that it was ripped off of the costume when? After the knife was stabbed into the victim. Exactly, which means it's impossible that the button was torn off during the victim's final struggle, because the victim was strangled to death in that fight. That's right, Miss Andrews. There is no way this button was ripped off during the struggle. This button was consciously pulled off of the victim's already dead body. What is the meaning of this, Wright? But what if the button was torn off the body after the victim had already died? What does that change? Let me ask you one simple question, Mr. Edgeworth. Why was the button torn off? What purpose did that serve? What purpose? We now know this button was not torn off during the fight, so the murderer took the time and effort to purposely rip this from the victim's body. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it? To fucking to frame him. There's only one logical reasoning for doing something like that. It was to pin the crime on Mr. Ungard. There is no way anyone would put a bloody button in their own pants. That's right, Mr. Ungard was set up by the real killer, of course. Was it the killer? And the real murderer is? Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer then? Okay. I mean, we thought it was her in the first place, right? Gotta be her. It's Adrian Andrews. I choose you. That's a sweet Pokemon reference. Hell yeah, dude. Phoenix looks like a Bulbasaur kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? It looks like a Bulbasaur, dude. I choose you. You are Mr. Kurita's killer. What? Order, Mr. Wright. This is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence that supports your charge? Any evidence? All of the evidence points to Miss Andrews. How preposterous. You can't stick any of that on me. I can't, can I? Would you care to test me? Then what about this knife? The knife was used to stab the victim after he had already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. Ungard, naturally. A knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints that could only be taken from his room. The only one who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you. And what about the button that was found in Matt Takama? This button was removed from the victim's body after he had already died. The only people who could have done so were the person who found his body or the killer. However, Mr. Ungard was a real killer. There's no way he would have put such incriminating evidence in his own Hakama. The only person who could have put this button into Mr. Ungard's Hakama is the person who went to wake him up from his nap, which is you yet again, Miss Andrews. I see. What about the empty guitar case? That is also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews. That costume was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled the crime scene. Now, who could have known that there was just a costume inside the guitar case? It only could have been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. And that person is you, Miss Andrews. But Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the guitar case, and it was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time. That's right. That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. So to avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something else to open it. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Andrews purposely left her fingerprints on the glass to show you that yes, indeed, she was a classic day's discoverer of a dead body. We got her, Chet. We got her on the ropes now. Top it all off. There's this photo. Yeah, she's fucking trudging away, dude. A photo of the killer as they exited the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on Earth can believe this Nickel Samurai is Mr. Ungard. He would be much too short for his own costume if it was him. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not? Well, how about a Miss Andrews? Miss Andrews? Hi. I refuse to testify. What was that? There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me. Well, yes, you are absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination. By allowing a witness to not testify, the testimony can cause damage to themselves. Pleading the fifth. I plead the fifth. Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. Ungard's room, Adrian Andrews. Think about hard about what we just discussed. Understood? That's it. That's when Jessica planted this idea into her head. She must have told Andrews not to testify. Things look bad. What's wrong, Wright? Are you finished already? Run out of evidence? What is so humorous, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sure you realize this as well, Your Honor. But everything the good lawyer here has proven up to this point is meaningless. Everything you have proven is circumstantial. Circumstantial, you have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor a wish to murder Mr. Kurita. Andrews, do you want to kill Mr. Kurita? I believe this may lead to incriminating myself, so I will abstain from answering. If you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think? Maybe so, or maybe not. There is nothing to prove it either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty of due to my silence. Fucking pleading the fifth, bro! Somehow we landed in the worst possible situation. I think we have reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Adrian Andrews has refused to testify, and the defense's theory that she is the actual murderer has not been fully substantiated with solid definitive proof. In this situation, there's only one thing this court can do. That is to declare recess. More recess? I request that both the prosecution and the defense look further into this matter. At tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow? We don't have it tomorrow, bro. Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial, please continue the trial. Client is getting warmer do you live, isn't he? That's not it. That isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya... Oh. It's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify. Now then, this court is... So is the killer actually the real killer? Go figure, a guy named the Killer is the killer. I thought he was just a fan of the band, you know? I love the band. I love the Killers. It is not impossible for this trial to continue. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you... It's true Miss Andrews holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation were something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony. Yes, that is very true, but... Actually, there's one little thing I'm curious about, Miss Andrews. When you found the victim's dead body, you poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, and? I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Usually when one finds a body, they are shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice. Well, my actions were unusual, but I've already... Before you speak, I want to state that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect. Testify. Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness. I don't know what it is about Edward today, but I can't get a good read off him. He friend or foe? I just don't know. He's my boyfriend, dude. Court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Miss Andrews, if you please. That glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state, and that in one, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. Huh? The thought that he was dead didn't cross your mind. There was a fucking knife sticking out of his body. What? To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something. Are you fucking serious, bro? There's a fucking knife sticking out of his chest. You think he's just sleeping? It was just a butter knife. I would argue if I found a butter knife sticking out of somebody's chest, I would think they're super dead. Because a butter knife is not sharp. So to get that in there... Are you out of your goddamn mind, bro? He was playing a silly. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. You honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him? No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There's a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Kurita's chest. Anyone who saw this scene would have immediately thought there was a dead man. That's why you see... I thought a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. It's Andrews, your testimony just now, it was all one giant lie. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly, that you are the real killer. No! It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Matt Ungard, is not guilty after all. But that's impossible, you're wrong. Andrews, try to have some composure. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt, I swear it, he's the one who killed Juan. You were the one who refused to testify, and your reason for not doing so is that you might end up incriminating yourself. That's because... Andrews, I'll give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? Oh, there we go. Plead the fifth, you fucking bitch. There's no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Matt Ungard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matt Ungard. Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass on a verdict this time. What? The reason is quite simple. Can't believe she wanted to kill the Power Ranger. I know, dude. The witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth. Absolute real truth. What do you... Witness, don't you understand yet? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt Ungard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie. I don't believe you. What? I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over, and Matt would never be declared guilty. What in the world is she talking about? She lost it? I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. It's Von Karma. But you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of others. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. And right now, Miss Andrews is... Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Matt will be acquitted. Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now and cling on to them. What should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is to get our not guilty. That's the only priority. It wasn't me. I'm begging you. Please don't believe. Please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please, someone. Help me. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court can't continue on like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What do I do, bro? Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. Think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. There's no one else it could be except the woman crying over there, right? Now she gotta testify, bro. Testify. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing? Sure, Mr. Ungar would like to get an acquittal, but in his place, he would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end? Be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me. That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth. You're wrong. What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this, however. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. You know what I'm about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. The secret of her dependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please stop, I beg of you. People find out. I'll... You're going to say you would choose death. That is of no concern to me. However, before you die, I'll pull the truth from your still breathing lips. Christ! Oh my god! Oh my god, dude. No matter what I have to do. So, will you tell the court yourself or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk, but please help me. Nothing matters anymore. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is heavy, dude. This is heavy, dude. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted honest. When I realized he was dead, that's when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. Then I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of inconvenience. That's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. Stab the body with a knife? Why would you do that? Isn't it obvious to pin the blame on a certain person? A certain cowardly man. The real killer is Matt, that scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. Trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Okay. So I think my theory from before was correct. I bet you that Matt somehow drove that other girl to suicide, and Adrian blames him for it still. Miss Andrews stabbed the victim Juan Carita in the chest with a knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. Did it with the intent of framing Matt Ungard for the murder. And this is her crime. Alright. I first saw him, I thought he had fainted. I don't understand how you would do that with a knife in his chest. But you could tell from the state the room was in, there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck, but the scarf is the part of the jamming ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything of... Oh, right, so sorry, I'm so stupid. She put the knife in his chest. Well, she might have not known he was dead. What is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because one, he was going to expose Matt's weakest weak point to the world. Matt did this to stop one, it sounds him for good. When I thought, I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. Forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspicious. You thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plan on Mr. Unguard's Hakama. Yes, that's what I plan to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they? An inconvenience? There was a woman with a camera at the ready loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lada. There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready pacing back and forth. I wonder how many spins on the mystery box she had to get that ray gun. Was it pack-a-punched? Maybe. I'd already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. You're the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it in Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold the press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there. What is that secret? But I don't know. Anyway, I thought of if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. I don't want to concede, but this testimony rings with the truth. What else? What? What am I missing here? That was so you can get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. I think you've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. Unguard's room and planted the button. Into Matt's Hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word, what does this all mean? Mr. Edgeworth, is it? Real criminal is Matt Ungard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. He said that I should, under no circumstances, confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor. The defense still... Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Mr. Andrews on anything. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. Cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. Fuck! You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. We're fucked, bro. We're fucked. Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for detention immediately. That is all. Court is adjourned for today. Oh boy. That's not good, is it? Today's trial is over. I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. That card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright, I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day. Room? I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there right next to him. Found that card next to the victim's body? I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card had any relevance to Juan's murder, right? Yeah, I guess not, but it's still a strange card if you ask me. As far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Witness, that card. Give it to me. Hurry. Edgeworth? You have any idea what you have stupidly, inadvertently done? Yes, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I didn't mean to. That card, what in the world is it? What does it mean? Ah, to be continued shit, bro! Oof. Well, that's probably the end of the first half. I think we gotta stop there. Right? Yep, it is. Okay, okay. That's where we're gonna stop, friends. We are done the first half of the final chapter of Justice for All. Man. So, I mean, I still I feel like my hypothesis makes sense, right? Matt is the one that drove the other girl to suicide, which is why Adrian's saying all this stuff. But like, is he the actual killer in this one? I don't know, because I don't think in this game we've ever defended anybody that actually did it. That I feel like that defeat the purpose of the game. We still don't know what the deal is with the guy named the Killer. One can only assume that he's the killer, but would they be that on the nose calling him the killer if he's the killer? I don't know. I don't really have any answers for that. But yeah, yeah, I feel like that because yeah, she's been saying stuff like that. I can't. I just don't feel confident believing that Matt killed the guy because it seems like we wouldn't defend a murderer. Well, unless they did a major twist in the last chapter of the game, maybe. It would be kind of funny if the killer is the killer. It feels too kind of, maybe it's one of those things where like, it's so obvious that it's actually a great twist because it's so obvious you wouldn't expect it, right? It's a like a super misdirect, and it's actually genius, but who knows? Okay, friends. Yeah, we're gonna stop there. We'll finish the rest of the game tomorrow. This VOD, I'll have this up on YouTube tomorrow. And then we'll finish the game 7 p.m. Eastern, same place. We'll be doing part 3 and part 4 of chapter 4 of Ace Attorney Justice for All. So friends, with that, we'll end things there. I appreciate you guys for hanging out, for lurking, for chatting and everything. I'm excited to find out what's going on with the rest of this case and find out who the real murderer is. I'm very invested, very intrigued about what the hell is going on. Because we have like bits and pieces here like everywhere, but nothing concrete enough to know what the hell is like know exactly what happened. So I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more exposition tomorrow. Okay, friends. Once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. We will be finishing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Until then, friends, have an amazing night. I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good one. Goodbye.